नमस्कार, मैं कुंदन वर्मा उज्ज्वल एजुकेशन पॉइंट की ओर से आपका हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूँ। अगर आप हमारे चैनल पर नए हैं तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लाइक और शेयर करें। हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, इन द लास्ट क्लास वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड अबाउट द सुपरपोजिशन ऑफ चार्जेस एंड सुपरपोजिशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, and now we will discuss about the concept of point charge. So a point charge produced its electric field at a point P, which is at distance r from the source charge or point charge, and this electric field is given by EP equal to 1/4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. So this is the electric field produced due to the point charge at a point P, which is at r distance. If our point charge is positive, if point charge is positive, E is directed away from it, and if point charge is negative, E is directed towards it. So these are the two rules to decide the direction of electric field intensity. Now we will discuss about the charge distribution. So that's all about how the charge distributed over a surface or any region or any space, how the charge is distributed. So charge can be distributed in two ways. One way is continuous charge distribution, and other way is discontinuous charge distribution. So the way that we deal with each continuous charge distribution. The way which we have to study is continuous charge distribution. So this continuous charge distribution happened in three ways. So for such type of charge distributions there are three ways. It can be possible to distribute the charge over the length of any material, or over the area, or over the volume. So three different charge densities we can define on the basis of length, area, or volume. A charge can be distributed along a length, or over a surface of area, or throughout a volume. So On the basis of these, there are three kind of charge densities are defined. So if a total charge Q is distributed along a line of length L over a surface area A, or through the volume V, we can calculate the charge densities as charge density along the length is denoted by lambda. Lambda, this is a Greek letter, lambda is equal to Q by L. What will be its unit? Coulomb per centimeter. Unit of length is centimeter or meter, and unit of charge is coulomb, so it's coulomb per meter or coulomb per centimeter. SI unit is coulomb per meter, and charge per unit area, this is denoted by sigma Q by A. So this will be coulomb per meter square, and charge distribution through a volume is denoted by rho, RHO, rho is Q by V, that is nothing but coulomb per meter cube. So in continuous charge distribution, the charge can be distributed along a length over a surface area or through the volume. So three kind of charge densities are considered. This charge density is lambda, along the length. This one is sigma along the area, and this one is rho. So these three symbols are used for the different charge densities. Now we will discuss the properties of electric field lines. Properties of electric field lines. The electric field line always originated from a positive charge and terminates at negative charge. That means electric field line is directed from positive to negative. It's originated from positive charge and terminates to negative charge. Electric field line originates from positive charge and terminates to negative charge. Second point is actually the number of electric field lines depend on magnitude of charge. If there is more magnitude of charge, the number of field lines are more. That means number of field lines are directly proportional to magnitude of charge. For the more value of magnitude of charge, there are more number of field lines. For the less value of magnitude of charge, there are less number of field lines. Third property is the direction of electric field at that point is given by the tangent on that field line. So the direction of this tangent gives the direction of electric field at that point. Suppose this is our electric field line, here is point P and this one is tangent. So direction of tangent gives the direction of electric field. Tangent to a field line at any point gives the direction of electric field at that point. For an instant, it decides the instantaneous path also. And also two or more electric field lines never intersect each other. Next property, field lines cannot form a loop. Electric field lines cannot form a loop. Sixth rule for uniform field lines. So uniform field lines are straight, parallel and uniformly placed. Means such type of lines are called uniform field lines. Separation between them are equal. And they are straight, parallel to each other. And uniformly placed means separation between them are equal. Then they have said to be uniform field lines. Next property, electric field lines originates and terminates perpendicular to the surface of the conductor. And they do not exist inside the conductor. So electric field lines are always outside of the conductor. and they do not exist inside the conductor. Field lines always flow from high potential to lower potential. That is already illustrated, positive to negative. So field line flow from higher potential to lower potential. And last but not least, if in a region electric field is absent, there is no electric field lines. That means if there is no electric field, no existence of electric field lines. So these are the properties of electric field lines, and these properties are very helpful to decide the nature of charge and other electromagnetic studies. Thank you. अगर आपको हमारा वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो लाइक और शेयर करें। साथ ही साथ वीडियो के नीचे दिए गए लिंक पर जाकर चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन प्रेस करें, जिससे आपको हमारे नए वीडियो के बारे में नोटिफिकेशन मिलती है। अपने प्रॉब्लम्स और सजेशंस कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखें। प्लीज वीडियो देखें।